Welcome to another video in the series of Max's Masterclass videos. We're just coming out of Hanley round the ring road. What we're going to be talking about today is coming up to the MFI Pure Gym roundabout and turning right onto the A500. So we're just approaching the roundabout here at the bottom of Festival Park. We're just going to be going left, so we've got our mirrors and signal to the left. Now we've got a queue of traffic, so we're just waiting for the traffic to move along. Checking to the right all the time on our mirrors and making observations all the time. Make sure whether it's safe or not to go. I'm just going to let the taxi decide where he's going, and we're moving off. Still under a 30 limit here, so we can see up the road signs to Newcastle, M6 south and north, and we've got a 40 limit just ahead, so just wait until we get in there and we can get some speed on, and moving up the road here, making sure that there's no cars cutting in from the right hand lane. We're just going to stop in this lane. The MFI roundabout is a traffic controlled roundabout, traffic light controlled roundabout, and it is a multi-lane roundabout. It causes a few problems with people getting in the wrong lane. We're just proceeding down here. We've got some traffic merging from the left, and we're on our mirrors all the time, making sure what the traffic flow behind us is doing. On approach to this roundabout, there are two lanes to turn right. My rule is always take the left hand one, and then you won't have to cut across some traffic. They are traffic light controlled, so we're into the 30 zone, and mirrors and signal turning right. Got to stop at the lights, and as usual we can see a queue of traffic in the right hand lane wanting to turn right. That's why we take the centre lane. We usually beat quite a lot of traffic. So as we're proceeding across this roundabout, we want to take the middle lane. So the lights have gone to green, so we're just moving off. And we're keeping in the middle lane. Just keep in the lane all the way around the roundabout. So the lights are changing, hopefully the cars will move off. There is a yellow box junction in the middle here, so we have to be careful that our exit road is clear. Just reinstating the signal there, and we're keeping into the left hand lane. As you can see, we've not had to change lanes or cut across any traffic. We just keep in this lane. So all the hard work was done back before the roundabout with our observations and making sure we've picked the correct lane. Just going to go past the exit for the Pure Gym roundabout. Once we've passed that, we can use our mirrors, centre left, and get a left hand signal on, and we're just flowing down the slip road to the A500. So, just building up a little bit of speed. There is 70 mph traffic that can join from here. Just on our mirrors, and mirrors and signal to the right. Got a Tesco lorry that's moved over nicely for us, and we're just keeping good distance from the car in front. The road is clear on the right hand side, so we're just moving out, making progress. The van's going to cut in front of us, but so that's the key to having good observation, making sure that you made good progress. You've been able to flow onto the slip road. Now we're making some good progress in the outside lane. This is a test route out of Cobridge, so we're just going to talk a little bit about the A500 and driving on that. We mentioned that we've got to keep a 2-second rule from the car in front. We've also got some traffic joining from the left here, so we're making a judgment. Is anyone going to pull across? And we see the lorry moving out. so you might be brought down here. We've just passed another roundabout, another exit there to Slip Road and the roundabout at Port Hill. That means that there should be some traffic joining from the left hand side here. So we're in our mirrors all the time, about every 3 to 4 seconds, making sure that there's no traffic here that's going to join or cause any other traffic to move into our lane. So as we're coming down here, we'll be starting to pick up signs for Kids Grove. That's possibly what the examiner asked you to do, and following those signs to Kids Grove and Tunstall. We can see the road sign there, half a mile, so we're making our plan to be exiting that. So lay by on the left there, we have to be careful of any cars moving out of the lay by. Just shortly we'll come into view a 300 metre countdown marker. This is an indication for us to use our mirrors and put our indicator on to the left, moving off to the left on the Slip Road. Just checking our mirrors again and cancelling our signal. So up ahead we've got a 40 limit, so we're just coming off the gas a little bit and using a little braking to get down to 40 miles an hour. Quite a sharp bend to the left here, flows all the way around and goes under the A500. We're now going to be approaching Reginald Mitchell Way, getting this maybe on test, and this is a series of roundabouts. One thing we have to do is be observant of the speed limit changes. Now coming into a 30 limit, we've got some signs there straight ahead to Kids Grove, so just getting the correct gear for the speed. Looking to our right and it's nice and clear, so here's the signal off the roundabout and we're making some progress. We hit the 40 limit, so we can get a little bit of speed on. Proceeding up here, we're going to be coming to another roundabout, so we're looking out all the time for road signs, road markings that are going to tell us what lane to be in at the roundabout. So the road ahead's nice and clear, we're just keeping a steady 40 miles an hour up here. We're now picking up a road sign saying that the centre lane and the right hand lane are full straight ahead. We're going to take the left of the two, so we're in the middle lane, reconfirming by the road signs that Kids Grove is straight ahead. We're in the middle lane, and we're just moving over towards the left hand lane in the roundabout, and here is the signal off that roundabout. 30 limit over those roundabouts. Now we hit the 40 and we can get a little bit of pace on. So coming up to yet another roundabout. No road signs for Kids Grove, so we assume that that is straight on, and straight on is marked in the left hand and the right hand lane. We'll take the left hand of the two and looking to our right, making sure it's nice and clear and signalling off the roundabout. Still keeping to the 30 limit. We now hit the 40 limit and we can make some progress. So perhaps on test they'd actually ask you down to follow signs to Tunstall, and we'll do that in another video. But at the moment we're going back home to Kids Grove, so left hand lane, a little bit of local knowledge. We know there's a turn in there for KFC, so don't put a signal on just yet. Once we've passed the exit for KFC, we put our signal on. So that was a short video of how to turn right at the MFI roundabout in Hanley, and also how to proceed up the D Road and Reginald Mitchell Way. So I hope to see you again for another video in this series, but we're going to end here now.